Switchpoint came into existence last April when we saw this building and the city was helping us fill a need that was missing in our community. And we did not want to be a shelter that just provided a meal and a bed. We wanted to be able to change people's lives by giving them tools and resources to change their behaviors, to change their mindset, to get out of poverty.
Absolutely, I almost didn't participate in the program when I felt like honored kind of that I was considered for it, but I almost didn't want to do it because I feel like I've always been kind of self-sufficient and I'm a very able-bodied person, you know. But sometimes you need help, you know, and it's not always easy to ask, but it was definitely all the help that I needed was given, and there's stuff that I needed help with that I didn't know I needed help with. You know, I mean, simple things, budgeting, managing my money that I was able to make, and just setting goals, reuniting with my children, becoming self-sufficient. There's a lot more resources than I ever imagined, but you need to know that they're there, you know. And I mean, when sometimes you get in a spot in life where you just can't see a way out, and so there's no will to get out, you know, and it becomes comfortable to stay in that spot. And once you meet the right people, meet you guys, obviously, you know, and you find the resources that are available and get some motivation behind it, and there's a lot of help out there to help you get back on your feet, you know. I mean, they won't going to do anything for you, but they'll help you do what you need to do.
We come together on Wednesdays and we're able to talk about what's been going on during the week and what our shortcomings are for that week that we were not able to meet, and you get guidance and you always get support, even though you fall back. Like for me, I fell back a lot of times, and I never had you or anybody tell me that I couldn't do it. It was like almost like you really can, and almost like they highlight the positive that you have, and the negatives that you have really are just looked at as you're just not able to do that. But with our help, we can help you, you know, get on your feet. It was never, I had so many back steps that I made backwards, but the leaps I made forward were more important and more recognized. So I felt like I could keep doing this. Even though I fall, I always got up. Kind of like if you fall 9 times, you get up 10, I guess. Kind of a deal what's going on in my situation. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just saying for me, that's what it felt like.
There's a lot. I mean, I've already came a lot further than I ever imagined I would in a short amount of time. But it's just the fact that I have options today is the biggest thing, you know? I mean, that's huge, because, you know, there was a point where I didn't have any options. There's only one thing to do, and it's just not like that anymore. So the fact that I can set goals, and even if I wanted to do a career change right now, I'm confident that I have the resources and the people, the support team behind me, that I could do that and be successful at it.
We align these individual families with volunteer allies, and these allies are there to be their support network. They work with them one-on-one on helping them learn new skills. They learn budgeting, they work on goal setting, and what we do is we meet together once a week over at the Children's Museum, and we have a family-style meal where these people get together and they just talk about their week, how things are going.
I think that everyone has situations in their life that can bring discouragement to them, and so as an ally, when we think about working with the circle leader and knowing that they could perhaps have a setback that even can be, you know, just devastating that day. And so being a listening ear for them, and again, not trying to solve that problem for them, but just being willing to hear it, to sit with them, you know, side by side, not across the table, you know, from them in any situation. It isn't me instructing, it's me sitting with them shoulder to shoulder and listening, and then figuring out how the circle leader wants to move forward, and, you know, being ready to do that with them and offer support and resources along the way.
Not only does the Circles USA initiative help families get out of poverty, but it also reduces the dependence on public benefits. Things like food stamps, child care assistance, Medicaid, those types of benefits. If we can reduce that per family by involving them in our Circles program, we have saved our state millions of dollars. Circles USA has brought the best program that we can find to help families get out of poverty. And this is all about social capital. Just like money is capital, we need social capital. We need you and your resources, your time, your talents, and your money to help these families get out of poverty. By helping build their networks and improving their networks of friends, networks of job opportunities, networks of education, we can help these families get out of poverty.